It's time to play Catch-Up! Hi everyone, Rob from DualWield here, back at it again with another Game of the Month Awards video. We're talking about good games, talking about bad games, talking about decent games that came out in March. Hopefully there, at the end of the rainbow, there's some games, some good games in that pot of gold. I didn't write that. What's funny about March? March Madness? March of the Penguins, Mr. Poplar's Penguins. You see that movie?
No, me bored. Bored! Whoa, whoa, ooh, ooh.
No one asked for this. I promise you, nobody asked for this. Detective Pikachu is a mystery game following iconic Pokemon character Tim Goodman as he searches for his father with the help of a weirdly middle-aged Pikachu.
Could have been more gentle setting me down.
Oh, sorry, Pikachu. I didn't know you had such a weak bone structure. My main gripe with this game is not only in its overly simplistic gameplay that consists of quick-time events and talking to people, there's just something so lifeless and disingenuous about everything that happens. Nobody, no human on Earth talks like these people talk. Let me show you real quick.
I'm gonna start by speaking with his friends and coworkers.
Is everything all right with you? Just talking to yourself?
I don't really know what's going on, but you can understand me, so all right.
Why are we dropping Finding Dad to help a girl with a necklace? Why can Pikachu only talk to Tim? Who is this little girl?
Why are we still here?
I don't know, the main game ain't fun, and everyone sounds like robots that just learned how to talk. That's why Detective Pikachu gets the award for Worst Game of March.
This is the worst. There's gotta be someone out there who gets what I'm saying.
A lot of people didn't like Scribblenauts Showdown when it came out because they expected another mainline entry in the series. But it's clearly a party game, and I don't know what y'all's problem is. I feel like we've had a drought of local multiplayer party games in the last few years, and Scribblenauts Showdown fills that void that's been missing for me since the last slew of really bad Mario Party games. It has a traditional Mario Party mode where you play mini-games and the winner of those mini-games advances across the board. Get to the end, you're the winner. What separates Scribblenauts Showdown from other party games is a lot of the mini-games are fueled by your imagination. You'll get prompts for suggesting an object that will play a role in how the game is played. I played this 3-player with some friends and we did some hilarious shit like race cavemen versus catbirds or flying rockets collecting tapeworms and guys named Tony to drop into a black hole. All of the mini-games are super enjoyable and the object creation gives it a personal touch all your friends will like. The only gripe I can find is the board game mode can run a little longer than it needs to.
Can we just be done?
Can we be done?
I'm really tired.
No! And while the games are fun, only 2 people can play at a time, so if you're doing 3 or 4 player games, people can get left out if the game picks the same people a few times in a row.
Oh,
Alright.
look at me, I don't get to play fucking anything. Yeah.
Why does it only pick me? Why doesn't it ever pick you? I think with more 4-player minigames and winning the party board not being entirely based around getting to the end, you'd have a perfect party game. But the lack of those things makes it fall short. That's why Scribblenauts Showdown gets the award for OK Game of March.
Jesus Christ, that was fucking ridiculous.
Ah, what a game. I feel like people put a lot of stock in a new Far Cry game, and I can kind of see why. They offer these vast environments to explore and gorgeous cinematics that really make you hate the main guy you have to stop, and shows how far that main villain's reach is in the world, and the last few games have had that. The reason Far Cry 5 didn't come out on top is in its inconsistency and less focus on making a great game, and more focus on making a more cinematic and graphically impressive experience. They want you to care about this world they've created full of religious extremists and wanting to take the land back and all that. But really, is this not that far off from every other Far Cry game?
pack is unfair, but it's very, very similar to Far Cry 3. But I love the last game.
That's a brilliant foundation for any video game.
Exactly. So here you can see that we've liberated the outpost.
Boom. Oh yes, just the one. And that is how you liberate.
To this game's credit, it lets you tackle missions how you want.
Can you please throw a fucking shovel through his head?
Absolutely.
Shovel this man. Shovel
Heads
this
up,
man.
bitch!
Hell yeah, dude. You got 2 of them.
Nice. Do you just have multiple shovels with you?
Yes.
But ultimately, I feel like Hope County doesn't offer anything that sets it apart from any other rural environment with a different skin on the main enemies. Take this mission where you have to fight this main boss guy, the Cook. You go to a few different settlements, freeing people, and the whole time they're building up this guy to be pure evil, and you think you're in for a crazy boss fight.
The blood poured like a damn faucet. Cook had a big old grin on his face.
This was what happened. Yup, that was it. I love Far Cry 5 best when it takes off the training wheels and lets you handle quests however you want and exploring the world as you please. That's where it really shines. But they spend so much time building these stories and narratives with seemingly very little payoff or reason to care about the things happening. But that freedom that the game allows you to have in most aspects is what makes it fun and keeps me coming back. I can forgive a poor narrative, and honestly to me, gameplay is more important. But it's this huge emphasis that Far Cry 5 puts on story with close to zero follow-through that gets it the award for runner-up of March.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yes! Yes!
With the current release schedule of games bringing a lot of games I really don't care about, I'm really glad a game like A Way Out exists. A Way Out is a split-screen co-op game where you and a friend help each other break out of prison. You get to play as Vincent Moretti or Leo Caruso, 2 unlikely friends that you fall in love with as you learn about their dark past and listen to them bullshit with each other.
You ready to get down there? Really? It's pitch black. We need a light. Ah, fuck it. I'll go first. You okay?
A Way Out prides itself on this quiet tension that builds as you try to get things done, and both players always have to be on their toes and helping one another get through every part of the game. I like how even though it's filled with heart-pumping moments, there's plenty of light-hearted fun things you can do in different parts of the game as well, like baseball and hammering nails. The split-screen cooperative roles in every part of the game are always interesting and have you doing something different every moment. A Way Out is a breath of fresh air in not only video games, but local multiplayer games as well. With a huge focus on great storytelling and extremely varied gameplay, A Way Out wins the award for Best Game of March.
Got something special for you to read. Hope you like it.
Sure I will.
And that ends another Game of the Month Awards video, guys. Thank you so much for watching if you took the time to watch it. Is there a game that I missed that I can talk about, that I didn't talk about? Feel free to leave a comment. There's other videos that are going to be over in this general area. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell so you get notifications when we upload new stuff. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. And play some video games, because you deserve it and you're worth it.